Definitely yes. It's such an emotional moment with very high excitement, and it's the same as the first time. It's the first moment in which you realize that everything is ready to hit the track. And it's also a moment in which you have mixed feelings. On one side, you are thinking about the shakedown and the first winter track test coming soon. On the other side, your mind is focused on what you have done, what you could have done better, and if really you have done everything you needed for the best preparation. But at the end is a great moment for all the guys that has worked with such a high passion over the last weeks, for all the team, and also for myself, having the privilege and the responsibility to represent all the guys that have worked in the power unit department. The essence of our work is always to extract the maximum potential of and from whatever we are doing at the end. So this really didn't change in the last seasons and year. It's only the focus area where we are focusing on that has changed. Because starting from 2022, when we had this frozen in power unit performance related to the current project, we obviously more and more focused ourselves in trying to extract the maximum potential from the power unit, regardless the conditions or the circuit where it is operated. So we mainly worked on power unit control and performance optimization in trying to get the most out of our procedures, and obviously being sure that everything is set at its nominal performance at every single event. This is really how and where we prepared the season, the 2025 season. And it's important because we simply moved from the design and development of the new hardware into different areas, mainly in terms of operations, preparations, and at the end, execution of our power unit being operated at the track. And it's fine because at the end, some of the others area, specifically design and development, will also have to be focused this year into the finalization of the 2026 project. Reliability is a never-ending job, and it's a continuous learning and improving process at the end. And for sure, every single event, every single test, every single race weekend is a learning opportunity. At the end, what we have really focused on for this season was mainly about being sure that everything it's well prepared and settled for the race events. It's true that what we learned from last season, or eventually what we have as a confirmation from last season, is that despite the power unit being frozen, reliability is never a given. Because any single unexpected event could really revert into unexpected consequences, troubles, issues, and any kind of criticality. So quality, preparation, component consistency will be crucial in the coming season. We did an improvement last season with reference to the previous one, and we must continue on this trend, keeping obviously always an eye to every single detail to be improved. And this is a never-ending process at the end. In my opinion, 2025 season will be characterized by two major elements. The first one is that for sure car development will continue as always. It's a natural trend to keep obviously more performance into the car, and this will for sure have an impact in the power unit usage. And so we are expecting somehow a further step in the power unit usage severity for this year compared to the very last one. The second element will be that with relative to the current project, we will have the lowest amount of dyno hours available to work on with the current project. And this is the kind of a challenge that I'm expecting for this season. On one side, we will have to cope with the further severity usage in our components, but at the same time, we will have the lowest capacity and capability in terms of dyno hours available to react to any single unexpected event. And so this will be why we will have to be sensible and prepared enough in order not to enter into this kind of criticalities. It's true that power unit pool management changed a bit in the recent seasons and here. For sure, in the last or some years ago, at every single introduction at the race, power unit was having somehow a different bit of hardware inside for performance or reliability upgrades. On the other side, it's true that in the recent seasons, power unit pool is quite an uniform one. And so also in terms of hardware, we are not introducing a lot of upgrade at each single introduction. And this gives us a sort of additional leverage to try to play with in selecting and defining the single components to be used at every single event. So we are preparing ourselves, and we are also trying to improve the way we are selecting the single power unit within the pool at each specific event, trying really to get the best out of it for the specific race based on what this power unit has done in the previous events and based on what are the peculiarities of the event we are going into. So it's true that we are having a little bit of a difference in the way that we are selecting the power unit into the specific event. And in a so close championship, this is our contribution as well to try to put into the car a little bit of performance to help the team to achieve this goal.